guys, it's Val, Toxic Free. Welcome. Thanks for joining me today. Okay, I said a while ago I was going to do Grey Rock, not Grey Walk. That's another show. But I got sidetracked by my rant that I did last time about the trolls. Sorry. See, this channel is also about me healing and you healing. So sometimes I might get sidetracked by something that's cropped up in my life. But do you know what? I think what happens with me is every time that something upsets me, I talk about it. I get upset. I cry, which I did to a friend. And he was like, stop crying for God's sake. You know, and it broke my heart at the time because of emotions. But then when you get past the emotions, you look at the realisation of it all, it's like, it's just a dickhead that's just saying words. I should watch my own videos. But I find that if I put myself in a position of pain, I get better. And I end up coming out of that pain with more knowledge and more strength. So yeah, even though I got really upset and really hurt by those trolls, I've learned a lot about myself. I put myself out there. I owned it. But I gained. And hopefully in the meantime, out of all the waffle that I talk about, maybe something resonates with you. Maybe there's something out of my videos that you can think, wow, 99% might be rubbish, but if each person gets 1% out of a video that I do, I'm happy with that. So anyway, there's my rant over with. I'm going to continue now. Grey Rock. Okay. With narcissism, we always know, and my saying is, the person that loves or cares the least is the one that's in control. They have the power because we care, but they use that care to manipulate. So Grey Rock is basically acting like you just don't care. That's going to rile them. My videos are what everyone does videos on. There's thousands of videos on Grey Rock. Now, if you're just joining this community for the first time and you're just starting to look for stuff, well, if you do come across mine, obviously watch mine and watch other people's, and you all come to your own opinions. I'm doing these videos because I've got experience, I've got opinions, as probably have you noticed by now, and I just want each person to get something individual out of each video. I could research, I could go onto Google and I could just reel off to you a whole long thing that's written off Google, but I don't want to, because you can do that yourselves. I want to kind of put myself into each video. So it's more of a personality thing rather than just a reading off Google thing. So yeah, I'm not a psychotherapist. I've got no letters after my name. I just know what I know, and I've got opinions, theories, ideas, information, and if you want it, it's here, and if you don't want it, just go past and find somebody else. Somebody's much more interesting. So yeah, basically that's it really. Grey Rock. I kind of did Grey Rock and I didn't know I was doing it. See, since I've done a few videos, I looked into Grey Rock and I realised I'd actually be doing Grey Rock with my sister. I've done a video, I think it's Are We to Blame? And I say in there how my sister doesn't like my colours. Well, it's colours that manipulators, toxic people and narcissists will use. It's your colours, your personality, your identity, your uniqueness, everything that you are. That's what they will love about you, but that's what then will use against you. Your silliness, everything. My sister hated the fact that I go honey, that I say sweetie, that I'm like that. She turns me grey, or I turn myself grey to blend in with her. So in a way, there's a twist on Grey Rock. You either have to turn yourself grey before they turn you grey for good. Because what will happen is after a while they'll start digging and poking at your identity and poking at your uniqueness and your qualities that make you independent individual. They'll poke at them to the point where you think there's something wrong with you and you will stop being that person. But it's that person that made them get attracted to you in the first place. It's that person that all your friends and all your family love because they're jealous, because they haven't got those qualities. They have to pretend to have those qualities. So they'll like you for those qualities, then they'll destroy those qualities in you. So all I can say is you need to hide those qualities. Hide the things the narc will bring down. Go grey rock. What grey rock also does, it makes them bored. It's when you're in a relationship with children or it's a family member, you can't go no contact. You can't leave them, because we all say go no contact, leave the person. We all say just leave. But people can't leave. If you've got a narcissist, a toxic person, a manipulator in your life, the only thing you can do is go grey rock. Stop feeding them. That is basically where, if they walk in a room and ask you a question, just say yes or no answers. Try not to talk to them as much. Try not to say anything to them. You say anything to them. I've read a few comments on the sites, on the groups, on Facebook groups. You might get somebody that might tell their ex-husband that maybe their little girl fell down and bruised their knee. You will get ripped to shreds. They will then use that to tell you how bad mother you are. They'll tell you that you should have been looking after your daughter. That's why you're a bad mother. You were probably drinking, were you? You're this, you're that. There's things that you don't need to tell them. Think seriously of everything that you want to share with the ex, with a family member, because they will use that against you. So yeah, you say little Johnny fell down and hurt his knee. Before you know it, oh, I'm going to get you into trouble for that. I'm going to get the child taken off you. I'm going to get the child off you. I'm going to do this. You're a bad mother. You're probably drinking. You should be looking after our child. I always said you were useless. For one little sentence, because you said little Johnny fell down. If he doesn't need to know little Johnny fell down, don't say. So it's just little examples like that. Just try and avoid giving them anything to use against you. Again, when I used to, I don't see my sister now, but when we used to sort of be friends, I would say things and do things, and she didn't like them because she wanted to pull me to pieces. I remember a few times, I remember going to Australia. I hope she never comes across this video, because if she does, I'm dead. And we were walking on the beach in Australia, and a couple had just caught a shark. Me being me, went over to the people. Oh my God, look at the shark. And they were going, yeah, they were showing me the shark, and I was chatting away to them. And my sister was stood about 10 foot away. And anyway, I said, try, have a good day and enjoy your day. And I walked away, and she elbowed me in the side, and I went, what? She goes, will you stop doing that? I said, doing what? Talking to people. You look like a proper tourist. Now, that's me. And what she did is she just pulled that part of me to pieces. We walked a bit further up the beach, and there was these two guys fishing on stools. And they were like, "G'day, ladies." That's my Australian accent. Great, wasn't it? "G'day, ladies." Yeah, that's as far as it gets. Give it up, Val. And I couldn't go over and say hi, ask them what we're fishing. I just went, hi. And I kept on walking, because my sister had taken that little side of my sparkle away from me. And after that, I knew not to do things like that. I know not to say sweetie or honey in front of her. I know not to sort of do anything that will rile her and set her off. I remember one day asking her what time it was. Most people would say 3:15. And I said, sister, I won't say her name because that's bad. What time is it? And she ignored me. And I said again, so-and-so, what time is it? And she went, what? And I said, what time is it? And she ignored me. Obviously, me being stubborn didn't help. I keep asking. And I asked about the fourth or fifth time. I said, what time is it? And she turned around and she goes, go and get yourself a fucking watch. And I just thought, wow, if you just answered my question the first time I asked it, you wouldn't be getting angry. I know now. I know what she did there. She manipulated me. She manipulated me to ask the question because she knows I'm stubborn. So again, she uses me. She knows my colours. She knows me. She knows what I would do. She knows I'm stubborn. So she knew that I'd ask about 4 times because she's my sister and she knows me. And that's what narcs do. They know you. And so that they're like my other video, they'll say something and they'll know what your next action's going to be. And I should never have continued that conversation because I got screamed at and it made me feel bad. But that was manipulation because she knew that I'd ask about 4 times and then she could finally give it the 4th time. And then she acted like I was annoying her and screamed at me and told me to go buy my own fucking watch. That's kind of what manipulator's about. And I'm going to get back onto the grey rock. I do get off things. I do go sidetrack, and I'm sorry. But they're the kind of things that they will take away from you. Your little, the things that you say, the things that you do, your sparkle, everything that you are. They'll squish. They'll squash you. So there's two sides of grey rock. There's the side of grey rock where if you don't need to say anything to them, don't need to tell them Johnny's fallen. If you can deal with anything on your own without letting the narc know, do it, because they will use everything against you. If you say, oh, I'm a bit overdrawn in the bank, which you don't need to tell them, then they'll come back with, oh my God, what have you been spending money on, you selfish? Have you been spending money on yourself? You're so crap, you can't look after anything, can you? God, you're so financially useless. Before you know it, you're being ripped to shreds from a sentence. So think before you say anything to a narc. Act bored. Act like you don't care. Act like just that you're not interested in them. And after a while, they'll hopefully get the gist that they're not winning you. You're not reacting to them. And again, the other side of the grey rock is turn grey rock before they turn you grey rock. Because after a while, if they keep ripping apart and pulling down your personality, your identity, your essence of who you are, of why you're a person, why you are the person, your uniqueness, they will rip everything out of you until you turn into a grey rock. Because you think that everything that you are is bad, because they will make you feel bad. I felt bad because I was saying sweetie. I felt bad because I was going to talk to people. I felt bad. Every single thing that I did in front of her, I was ripped to shreds. So I started turning grey. I hid my colours from my sister because my sister does not like my colours, which is sad. I am who I am, and I will not change. You know I'm strange. I do weird examples. She doesn't like it. So, grey rock. Just hide yourself from them. Hide your good qualities from them. And don't speak to them unless you need to speak to them. Go grey rock or turn grey rock. See, hide your gift. Hide who you are from them, because they will rip you to shreds. Everything that you are, your honesty, your trustworthy, your truthness, you're true to yourself, they will take that from you. And I know that because I've been in that position. I didn't know who I was. I know you watching probably didn't know who you were. That's because they take everything from you. They'll destroy everything that you are. So hide it from them. It's a gift. Your personality, your uniqueness, your self-worth, everything that you are is a gift, and they don't like that. Because they have to pretend to be that. And they're tired of pretending. So they think, right, I'll just be me now. I'm going to stop pretending to be all the things that she is. And I'm going to destroy everything that she is. So grey rock is about literally, I've written some stuff down. Again! I was wondering when that was going to come. I have to. Can't help it. I'm crap. They'll lose interest in you if you go grey rock, and they'll stop getting at you and ripping you to shreds. It's a survival technique. Survival technique. We need to do it. But we don't need to do it with people we can walk away from. We do it to people we can't walk away from. Family. Husbands with kids. Even if we're divorced from that person, they need to come round and see you. Do it while they're there. Do not do this if you're with a boyfriend who you can leave. You need to leave. You need to leave these people that you can. If you can leave, why? It breaks my heart to read comments on Facebook and on YouTube. These people that say, I love him and I can't leave him. I don't know what to say anymore. You just need to put yourself first. So psychopaths, narcissists, toxic people, they thrive off drama. If you aren't giving them any drama, if you are just sitting there going, yes, no, maybe, that's nice, okay. You're not giving them any drama. And if they keep wanting drama, they'll keep pushing and keep pushing. It's going to be hard, but walk away. But please don't stay with these people. I know it's so much easier to say, but I have been there. As soon as I found out by Googling, and when he called me the sociopath and I started to Google the word sociopath, I realised he was one. At that point when I knew that that man was a complete fucking lie, I knew I had to get out. I stopped and thought about it because I thought, wow, this man's not right. I need to get out. But like if you're standing in front of a bear, you don't run. I stood my ground for another week because I didn't know what to do. I had to Google more because I thought if I dump him, he might get crazy, he might start stalking me. You need to leave. As soon as I found out he didn't love me anymore, I will never stay in a relationship with someone who doesn't love me. I will never stay in a relationship with someone who does not love me. God, I'm getting wound up because I hear it and I read it, and it saddens me to see these people that are addicted to these people. And you read the comments and you read all the different texts that are put up on these channels on Facebook, and you read the comments and you can see the replying. They're saying something and they're replying and they're replying and they're replying and even things like, well, finish with me then. Why don't you leave me then? If you don't love me, leave me. I'm like, do not give the man an option. He's not going to leave you. You're the fridge. You're his food supply. Leave him. They envy pretty, shiny, valuable things. They don't have anything of their own. They envy that in anybody. They just want to destroy you because they aren't those things. Hide those things. Go grey rock. Don't let them make you grey rock. Don't let them take everything from you until you're left with nothing. And everything that you are, you think is bad or you think is wrong because they've ripped you apart. Just blend into the scenery. You know, like if a cat catches a mouse, the mouse plays dead. Because the cat wants to play with the mouse. In fact, playing with that mouse hurts the mouse. Until that mouse dies. So the mouse will pretend to be dead. And the cat will look at the mouse. That's a cat looking at a mouse. My impressions aren't very good today, sorry. But you know, that mouse plays dead. The cat gets bored and walks away. The mouse runs up and legs it quick. No, 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 no. I've got a sore finger. Cut my finger at work. Just in case you noticed my plaster and you wanted to give me some sympathy. But that's how it works. You've got to play dead. Grey rocking, play dead. Keep your colours safe. Keep yourself safe. Leave them. And if you can't leave them, go grey rock. Or go no contact completely. But please, just think deeply. I don't know what else to say. I've been reading some Facebook group messages this morning and last night, and it saddens me to know that these people are suffering. You survived before the narcissist. You had a happy life if they were a boyfriend or a husband. Before you met these people, you were fine. You have one life. You will be fine after you've left these people. It will be hard. It's like taking off a plaster. You tend to leave the plaster there for a while because you think taking it off hurts, and it hurts if you do it slowly. You need to rip that plaster off. Get over the pain real fast. Get over the fact that you're addicted to that person. You're going to miss them like hell, but you're missing the false person. You're not missing the real person. Because that person is taking the piss. So take that plaster off fast and get help and get some support from people. I think that's all I need to say today. I'm going to go now. Stay safe.